What's up, guys? This is Tyler for Podcast Now. This is the Quorra Show. There was no video last week. I was traveling. I was in New York. I was coming back home to Las Vegas. And we've been super busy covering a video game. And we did all last week, a video every single day. We're going to have one every single day this week. Been up late doing that stuff. We hit 17,000 subscribers, which was awesome. So if you're one of those people, thank you for that one. But yeah, so we've been really busy, and so has Electroneum. There's a lot of new updates. I'm filming this, it's Friday, so the iOS app launched today. That is fantastic. I told a bunch of people about it. They're all going to download it because they've been waiting and waiting and waiting. So that's really cool. Man, I'm jealous. I want that cloud miner on Android so freaking bad. I really do. I haven't even been mining on my Android phone because every time I check, the app resets. That kind of stinks. I don't think it's an Electroneum problem. I think it's the phone that I have. I think that they have some kind of battery thing. I think it's the phone. But anyways, I can't wait for the cloud miner. My girlfriend has it, so I like drool every time I see it. But I was really drooling over this new website design. I'm not going to really go into it too much because other people already have. But there's a couple key things I really, really like. First of all, everything's front and center. Benefits for everyone. Introducing Electroneum. I love that line. Digital payments for everyone. Including everyone. And I was saying that, I don't know if I said it in a video or I said it somewhere. I get confused. I can't remember. I say a lot of things in a lot of different places. And to different people. My father and my cousin and girlfriend, and I don't even know. But what I said was, I feel like, maybe I said it to Chris Quorra. I'm not sure. I feel like that one of the issues that Electroneum had, apparently not now, is that it seemed like they neglected people that weren't unbanked. It just seemed like everything that they said was catered to unbanked people, and I felt like, even though I knew that wasn't true, right? But I just felt like for somebody new, they're not going to feel included in it. They're not going to feel like, well, what is it going to help with me as a let's say, a United States person or someone in the Western world or in the industrialized world? What is that going to help with me? So now the fact that they're saying benefits for everyone, digital payment for everyone, I'm glad that they're doing that. The site looks fantastic. I really love it. This is definitely a site for them. I mean, to be able to say like, hey, go check out our site. We explain how it benefits corporates. We explain how it benefits people and customers and all of that. And they really did a great job. I love it. They really did. It's very colorful. It's perfect. It's really, really good. One thing I want to say is when you're on our team, if you look to the right, technically his left, but to the right of Richard Ells, you'll see he is a strapping young lad. And he's wearing a fantastic, that shirt is amazing. I wonder where he got it. Quorra. That is a Quorra Electroneum chrome shirt. I love that shirt. My father has that shirt. I want to get that shirt. Actually, that was one of the biggest sellers in gold. So you can get that on QuorraMerch.com, by the way. You can pay with Electroneum, and it's not even that. I think it's like $20-something. That's it. But yeah, that was a very, very popular shirt, and that's awesome that it's right front and center on the Our Team page, right next to Mr. Ells himself. I wish he was wearing my Electroneum hat, but it's okay. But yeah, I mean, and seeing the team, I love seeing the team like that. And you look at them, and they really do. You can feel that they are proud of where they work. I just love this site. They did a great job. And I gotta say, Mr. Ells and Chris Quorra, they're really smiling. They're really happy, and I feel like it's because they know a lot of good stuff. So when I saw them, man, that made me. I mean, I'm smiling now. It made me really smile. But this one guy, Nigel Pooley, I hope I said that right. Very cool, head of mobile development. Nigel is a career entrepreneur with more than 25 years experience providing solutions for some of the world's largest telecommunication brands, including Nokia, Vodafone, and AT&T. So that guy really brings a lot to the table. Not only with his, I mean, he's got 25 years of experience. That's amazing. That's really good. But he brings, in my mind, he brings those connections that he's made with Vodafone and AT&T. And as we know, Vodafone and AT&T are both GSMA members, which is just right there. That's two-way connection, because you got this guy who's worked with Vodafone and AT&T, and you got Electroneum that's GSMA, and AT&T and Vodafone are GSMA. So now it's like, oh, guess what? We have a lot in common. Let's talk. So that was really cool. I love seeing that. It just, yeah, I mean, the site, they did such a good job. My favorite thing is my shirt, but the second favorite thing is the benefits, the benefits page. Benefits for MVNOs, and they explain what that is, and they explain here's how it benefits. Benefits for corporates, benefits for retailers, benefits for people. And it's very easy. None of it's confusing to understand. That's what we've been trying, a lot of us actually, for social media. If you follow us on Twitter, if you don't, you should. But we've been trying to put out these little like ETN stats and facts where it's kind of like, let's get things straight, because people have this perception about Electroneum and it just ain't true. And my whole thing that I keep saying, not on videos, so I'm saying it now, so listen up. Okay, let's be honest. We all know that people say, I don't know how, but we all know that people say that Electroneum is a shit coin and this and that. They literally, there's, I mean, okay, so right now we're at the 7-minute and 6-second mark, right? Or around that. So about 20 seconds into this video, as soon as it goes up or as soon as somebody sees it, there will be a dislike. There's already probably 1 or 2 dislikes. And they just come on these videos and they just click dislike because it has Electroneum in the name. That's simply what people do. Some people will leave comments. Sometimes they'll leave comments and they're completely wrong and they'll leave a dumb comment. And then I'll genuinely ask them, because I want to know, why is it that you don't think Electroneum's good? Like what maybe you're not understanding something. Like what is it? Or maybe I'm not seeing something. What is it that you don't like about it? Never can they explain it. Well, of course they can't. Because they just like to say stuff. But I feel like the best way to combat that isn't really going after these people, because it isn't. That really does nothing. It doesn't. The best way is for us to say, well, okay, look, this isn't how Electroneum works, and this isn't how Electroneum fits into like real world. No. This is how the real world works, and this is how Electroneum complies and works with those policies and regulations. That's how I think the best way to go about talking about stuff is. So, for example, on Twitter, we were saying that, no, it's not that Electroneum has KYC, therefore they have access to these 147 countries that mandate KYC for a prepaid SIM card. No. It's rather, this is how it works. There's 147 countries that mandate KYC. If they don't have KYC, anybody, doesn't matter if it's a fiat currency, cryptocurrency, a rock, doesn't matter. If it doesn't have KYC, they will not work. They will not be allowed in these 147 countries to be able to purchase a prepaid SIM card. That's how it works. They don't care who it is, what it is. If you don't have KYC, it ain't happening. So what does that mean? Any cryptocurrency that does not have KYC does not have access to 147 countries. Electroneum complies with and has fully integrated KYC, therefore they have access to 147 countries. Do you see how that worked? Now, what happens is these people that say, oh, Electroneum, it's a shitcoin and they're not going to do anything and they never do anything and this and that, they can't argue with They can argue with, yeah, well, KYC, it took them forever and this and that. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? They can say that stuff, but they cannot deny the fact that 147 countries mandate KYC. If a crypto or a currency doesn't have KYC, they cannot operate, they cannot function in those 147 countries. That has nothing to do with Electroneum. That's the countries. So unless those countries are shit countries or shit coins or whatever, you can't argue with that fact, right? So now when you say, well, guess what? Electroneum, by the way, does all that stuff, so it works. And you keep doing that with all these different facts, no one really can argue with what Electroneum has accomplished. Otherwise, you just look plain dumb, because now you're arguing with world facts that you can't. Again, you look stupid if you try. So anyways, that was that tangent. That's just a thought. Like if you're posting stuff on Twitter, try to spin it. Don't do Electroneum first, end it with Electroneum. That's my opinion. You can do however you feel. So then I wanted to end the video. So again, this is Friday. So there might be, I doubt there's going to be any news over the weekend. But I just wanted to say, so Richard L's, well, there's an email too, but I'm on the community forum reading this. So Richard L's in the email says, don't expect Samsung or Vodafone deal at NYC. I wasn't expecting that. I was just saying that they're GSMA, so it makes sense that in a short time, for Electroneum to be GSMA, the advisory board, this and that, it only makes sense for all of these big name companies to work very closely or integrate Electroneum into their brands. So I still believe that's coming, and apparently so does he, because he says really huge brands will come once we show how it all fits together. That only makes sense. They know what they're doing, which is exciting. Talk about cloud mining, instant payments. And then he mentions that there will be 2 products at NYC, but they might actually release one of the 2 before NYC. So that will be interesting to see what it is. And nowhere does it actually, I mean, it might be the gig site, but the way that I was reading it, it kind of didn't, because it was so separate. So I assume that'll come after NYC, which is good with me. But what I wanted to mention here was he says we are ahead of every single other cryptocurrency in terms of our ability to deliver exactly what we have promised, mass adoption. That's a big statement. I am ridiculously excited about 2019, which means so should we. Nobody has ever been closer to mass adoption of a cryptocurrency, and I am confident today more confident today, than I have ever been at any time since having the idea from mobile cryptocurrency right back in 2016 that we will achieve it. I mean, that's awesome. Mass adoption for us is about making ETN widely available. By the way, if you notice on their website, they say ETN a lot, not so much Electroneum. They mainly say ETN. I like that. I'm going to start doing that. ETN is much easier to remember. It's easier to say. It's literally the currency. It's more recognizable. Some people just have a hard time. Actually, most people that I tell, when they ask me about Electroneum, no, that doesn't spell Electroneum. Sorry. So ETN, that was very smart on their part. That I actually think that will get them a lot farther too, because now people say like, oh, ETN. You just start searching ETN, and all this Electroneum stuff's going to come up. So that was a very good idea. Anyways, he says, mass adoption for us is about making ETN widely available, easy to access, easy to earn, easy to spend, easy to accept, and perfectly legal. That's all you got to know about Electroneum. They're definitely, I don't remember where he said it, but he said it. I believe that by the end of 2019, we will have about 100 million users. I truly believe that. Everything, it's all coming together. We're going to be having the true instant payment. Now we have cloud mining on iPhone. It's finally here. iPhone app cloud mining is finally here. Cloud mining before, supposedly, I believe it, before, because they delivered like they said they would on the iOS app. They said first week of February. It's February 1st. So cloud mining on Android, I absolutely can't wait for that. KYC, all the pieces, the gig set, literally all the pieces of the puzzle are all falling into place. And he's really excited. That means I'm very excited. I think this is going to be an amazing year for Electroneum. And man, I truly do believe, because he's really talking about mass adoption towards the end a lot. He's saying that really the one to do it will be Electroneum, which means they will mass adoption is hundreds of millions of people. So I do believe that we will see 100 million users by the end of the year, and it will be obviously through partnerships. But yeah, so everything's looking great. The new app with the cloud mining, the art style that they did, fantastic. The new website, fantastic. They're doing everything that they said that they would. And remember what I was saying about if you're going to tell people stuff or if you're going to post stuff, my suggestion is this is how the world works. This is how Electroneum is doing that. Not this is what Electroneum has. Have fun, everybody. It just won't work. And if you're going to say, they have the mobile miner, they have instant payments, you have to describe what that even is. Regular people, what is a mobile miner? They have no idea. What's a cloud miner? What's instant payment? I don't know. It's a crypto version of PayPal. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I use PayPal all the time. Mobile miner. Oh, well, it gives you free, which is what they did. Literally go on their site and read what they said, and they did a good job breaking it down. It gives you like almost $3 free to use every single month that you can then save or spend on a number of different sites. Oh, okay, why don't I do that? It's essentially like you get a free $3 coupon or a free $3 voucher every single month. Oh, okay, I'll do that. So that makes more sense than saying mobile miner. You got to say what it is. But that's all that I have for you guys today. February will also be a pretty big month for Quorra. Quorra Market will be getting a very big update. So stay tuned for that. Follow us on Twitter. And we'll be here. We'll be having a video next week, I promise. So I'll see you guys next time.